It is May in Michigan, and embattled State Representative Todd Courser is alone in his law office in the small town of Lapeer, terrified that a mystery texter is on the verge of exposing his affair with colleague Cindy Gamrat. Now he makes the fateful decision to pick up the phone and call his right-hand man, Ben Graham.
In the most serious tone I've ever heard from him, he said, "I need you to destroy me. Can you come to my office?"
Destroy me? Fearing not only for his job, but for his safety, Graham immediately notifies his counterpart on Cindy Gamrat's staff, Keith Allard.
This is a guy who has been showing increasingly unstable signs in terms of his anger issues. There's a 20% chance he might act out violently toward himself or others, and he kept a loaded gun in that office. So I advised Ben, recorded the conversation.
What's going on? You're freaking me out.
So with his all-hearing phone recording everything, Graham sits down across from Courser's desk and gets the shock of a lifetime. It turns out Courser wants Graham to send an anonymous email to fellow Republicans, and it ain't about tax reform.
It's already written. I didn't print it. I don't know what God will do, buddy. Todd Courser caught on tape behind Lansing nightclub. Truth, Courser secretly removed from caucus several weeks ago due to a male-on-male paid-for sex. He is a bisexual, porn-addicted sexual deviant.
Your ears aren't deceiving you. Courser has concocted an email to shovel dirt on himself for scandalous behavior. And check out the potty mouth on this devout Christian.
And you just get nasty about it. He's hanging out all over Lansing since the election. Gun-toting, Bible-thumping freak. He doesn't work in Lansing. He's just there feeding his habit of alcohol, drugs, and illicit sex.
What he was telling me literally blew me away. I did not expect that would happen, that he would say those things.
And it just gets crazier because Courser insists that none of these scandalous claims are true. In fact, they're absurd. But that's the whole point.
I'm not a homosexual. I don't do alcohol. I don't do drugs. Right?
That's what I mean. That's why it's not believable.
Right, but they don't know that. People are so disturbed, they won't print it. But anything after that is going to be suspect. It'll be looking like a complete smear campaign.
Anything after that? Courser is clearly anticipating that the mystery texter will be exposing his love affair with Cindy Gamrat any day now.
Stuff's going to come out, Benjamin, and they're going to implicate myself and Cindy Gamrat.
Courser's hope is that the phony smear will somehow thwart the extortion scheme of the mysterious texter by diverting attention from the affair.
I'm going to start a rumor that I'm having sex with gay prostitutes all over Lansing, and that's just going to make the affair with Cindy seem like nothing, and nothing's going to stick to the wall because it's so slimy.
People will see it and they'll be like, "Holy, what is that?"
You know, I even hear my voice, I don't even recognize who I am.
So when people find out that it came from you and it's about you, they're going to ask, are you crazy?
Yeah, inside of that, at that moment, at that situation in the darkness of where I was at, just personally.
Why did you decide to go with the storyline of a gay prostitute? I mean, did you think...
It was so ridiculous. It was really over the top. I know it was offensive to homosexuals. It was completely ridiculous, and I didn't mean it.
Let's listen to some of that audio.
But what about Gamrat's role in the scheme? On the recording, Courser says she's down with the plan.
Hey, we agreed.
Who?
Cindy and I.
On this?
Yeah.
So right there, he says that you both agreed on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is he lying?
Well, when I heard that audio, what ran through my mind is, why did he say that?
So this email for you came out of left field?
Yes.
So that was a lie?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Back in that law office, Courser's demented plan has little appeal for his aide, Ben Graham. Remember, Courser wants Graham to send the email for him. Instead, the trusted aide says he walks out of the meeting shaken and alarmed.
I couldn't believe he was asking me, and I couldn't do it. I texted him back and said, "Todd, I can't help you do this. I can't help you cover it up."
I think loyalty went out the window for these staffers, and crazy filled the room.
Undeterred, Courser sends out the self-incriminating email himself under a fake name to a Republican mailing list. "Breaking scandal," blared the subject line. Indeed, it feels like this scandal has crossed into Olivia Pope's turf.
Hand in your resignation, because in this town, your career is over.
And yet, despite hitting the self-destruct button, Courser does not self-destruct. The email gets little notice. The sleaze bomb is a dud.
I sort of dismissed it because I thought, well, I hear a lot of weird stuff in politics and slanderous things are said about a lot of people.
Better still, the tormenting texter never follows through with the threats.
Did you think I'm going to get away with this?
Well, I don't think it was really to get away with it. It's like one of those chapters in your life you say, it was a crazy time.
But then Courser and Gamrat give themselves more bad advice and follow it. That summer, for reasons now in litigation, they decide to cut off their own right hands, Ben Graham and Keith Allard, citing poor performance.
They'd come into work late, they wouldn't show up they were required to.
These are the guys who know all of your secrets.
They do.
Was it the smart idea to fire them?
There's no way that they were competent that they should be there.
Maybe so, but hell hath no fury like a staffer score.
I felt that it was important for people to know the truth about these people and what they were doing.
And we begin in Michigan. Todd Courser.
Coming up, those confidants double-cross the boss, and Todd Courser finally hits the national political stage, but not in the way he hoped.
It's true. He sent an anonymous email accusing himself of a fake liaison with a male prostitute.
My very first reaction was, oh my God, this is huge.
How will the betrayed spouses take the news?
What was going through your mind when he first told you?
And the fight for their political lives. What will their punishment be for their capital offense?